Now, this is something most of us learn in elementary school. The United States is made up of 50 states and the District of Columbia.
But it's a lesson an Orlando TSA agent apparently missed. Justin Gray is live in Washington now. And Justin, this is a problem that actually happened to you at OIA this weekend.
Yeah, I was down in Orlando visiting family, spending some time there in the Eyewitness newsroom. It was on my way back, going through security. I showed my District of Columbia driver's license. Well, a TSA agent says that wasn't good enough, that it wasn't a valid form of ID. It's not the best picture of me ever taken, but my District of Columbia driver's license is legal and up to date. Problem is the TSA agent at Orlando International Airport didn't seem to know what the District of Columbia was when I walked up to the security checkpoint this weekend. I gave the TSA agent my D.C. driver's license. After looking at it for a few seconds, he demanded a passport. I didn't have my passport, so I asked, why did he need it? He said he didn't recognize my ID. Now, at that point, I was a little confused, starting to realize what was going on, and I said, do you not know what the District of Columbia is? Washington, D.C. After some back and forth, it became clear he didn't. I eventually did make it through security and stopped to complain to a supervisor, but critics of the TSA say what happened to me is a sign the problems at TSA are bigger than just not knowing geography. Douglas Kidd is with the National Association of Airline Passengers.
They simply have not been either applying or maintaining standards for good personnel.
A TSA spokesman did reach out to me just minutes after I tweeted about the problem, confirming a DC license is an acceptable form of ID. He told me, quote, officers are trained to identify fraudulent documents which can potentially deter and detect individuals attempting to circumvent this layer of security. Now, a TSA spokesperson tells me because of this incident, they're now showing copies of D.C. licenses to all Orlando TSA agents. But how often are problems like this happening? How big of a problem is this in Orlando? That's the question I asked the TSA. I'll have that part of the story all new for you coming up at 5. Live in Washington, Justin Gray, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.
That's a weird one.